My name is Dan Martin. I'm an assistant professor in the English department, and I also am the director of composition. I primarily teach graduate courses that prepare students to teach first year writing. I also teach the history of composition and composition theory. I also research digital writing and digital rhetoric and multimodal teaching and learning. I wanted to talk a little bit about video feedback and how I used video feedback to overcome some limitations in my online teaching. When I first started teaching online, I noticed a little bit of a disconnect, like I'm sure many of you noticed, between your students and yourself as the instructor. I wanted to move beyond just instructional videos, but I also wanted to talk to students through video. I wanted them to hear my voice. There's lots of research on teaching with multimodal tools and activities and assignments that note how students prefer to hear the sound of the instructor's voice, to see their face, to see their gesturing. And I wanted to try to start using video feedback as a way to personalize the course, to make sure that the students saw me and heard me beyond just lecturing and video overviews of assignments. Not every assignment or activity is conducive to video feedback. Sometimes audio feedback or written feedback is actually preferable and a little bit more beneficial for the student. Video feedback works best when you want to have a conversation with students about their learning. I teach writing courses. In the writing process, students are drafting a lot, so I wanted to make sure that I had a chance to look at those drafts and that they drafted a little bit more before they turned in a final product. And then I specifically use video feedback during those early drafts. I don't necessarily want to nitpick the writing yet. I don't even want to say anything too specific because they're still generating ideas. So one benefit of using Canvas as an LMS for your teaching face-to-face and online is that it has built-in audio and video feedback tools. So in the comments section, you can actually click media comment and you can pull up a video and record yourself. You can also use a video tool on your computer. For example, I have a MacBook laptop and it has photo booth, and sometimes I'll just record myself talking to a student for a couple minutes, and you can upload that into Canvas as well. I used to try to polish them really, and then I just kind of like let it roll a little bit, and they kind of prefer that because it's like, okay, this guy's normal. Another thing that I like to do is I use QuickTime, and QuickTime can screen capture an image of a student paper, and I can put that up on the screen and talk over that particular image of the draft and say particular things. I could highlight a sentence or a little section and say, hey, really love this idea. Why don't you think about adding this or looking at this angle? It depends, what you're teaching. If you're giving video feedback on a final project and there's no room to revise it, it may be a little bit of a waste of energy and time because again, generating video feedback, it still requires a little bit of effort. Put your efforts and your energies into the right activities and assignments. You may already know that students are going to struggle with a particular set of concepts over other concepts in the course. So you may want to use video feedback more with those particular units, those particular concepts and theories.